Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Today I've got an interesting topic about anyone who likes sweet stuff. So in one of my popular videos entitled Top 10 Clinically Proven Testosterone Killers, someone recently asked in the comments section, does Stevia lower testosterone? First, yes, I really do read pretty much all the comments and reply back to as many as possible, which has kind of turned into like a part-time job. However, I made a promise to you to help my viewers, and thus keep posting your positive comments and questions below, because I do read them, I do reply back, and I make future videos from them, which brings up today's topic. If the non-calorie herbal sweetener Stevia lowers testosterone levels. So my first thought was, no, why would it do that? But I'll be honest with you, at this point in my life, one thing is for certain. The older I get, the less I know. And so I decided to do some research and go through various clinical studies, read forum posts, Google and so forth. And the verdict is that, yes, using Stevia is linked to lowered testosterone levels. At which point I thought, crap, I use a little bit of it daily, but I also have super high testosterone levels, which I'll discuss in a minute, and how I keep my testosterone levels so high, so keep listening. Needless to say, I decided to dig deeper. So in one clinical study, it showed that there was a decrease in testosterone levels when used daily after 2 months of use. It also lowered fertility, but this was done on rats. And if you read the entire clinical study in detail, the dosage was crazy high. So honestly, this doesn't really pertain to you and me. However, in another clinical study, it showed a decrease in ejaculation and how often sexual behavior is initiated, thus a lowered, sex drive. Again, digging deeper in the study, there was no significant decrease in testosterone levels. Again, this study was done on rats using a very high dose, and it was also done on diabetic rats. Either way, this doesn't really pertain to you and me. I also found other blog articles saying that Stevia lowered testosterone, but it was written by, how should I put it, less educated people who don't fully understand how the endocrine system works and made idiotic assumptions, thus bro science. But the story doesn't end here, so keep listening. Since I'm naturally curious, I kept researching any potential endocrine disruptors associated with Stevia. That's anything that can cause hormonal imbalances and imbalancing. And well, I found that certain isolated forms of steviol, one of the compounds in Stevia, can increase progesterone levels. This being a female hormone can indirectly lower testosterone levels, and it does decrease sex drive. However, again, the dose needs to be fairly high, and it was just one study. So what's the bottom line after all is said and done? So here it is. Taking Stevia can potentially lower testosterone levels and act as an endocrine hormone disruptor. Not good. However, the dosage needs to be really high, around 40 to 50 packets a day or more. And again, it was done on rats. Now, Stevia does have other issues that I haven't mentioned today. However, my advice is to go ahead and get some organic Stevia and enjoy it. But like everything, limit it to small amounts, all right? Like maybe 5 packets or less a day, which is a lot anyhow, all right? If you need more than that, then you've got a big time sweet tooth problem that needs to be addressed, which I can do in a future video, basically how to reduce and eliminate sugar cravings. Let me know if that topic interests you by posting below in the comment section. However, even if Stevia doesn't lower testosterone levels, there are dozens of things that do, aging being a big factor. So below in the description area, I've listed my favorite natural solution for improving your testosterone levels while reducing the negative, what I call anti-testosterone hormones, such as female and stress hormones. So scroll down, click the link, use the formula, and let me know how it works for you. As always, thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.